What up? It's your boy Walt Dizz, aka Young Dizzy, aka Mr. I Want Some Fried Chicken. Here with my girl Jenna on the J All Day podcast. Tune in.
Okay, mic check, mic check. What's cracking, what's popping? It's your host from the West Coast, Jenna, aka J All Day. I got a guest with me,
Walt Dizz.
Hey, he is a not a local rapper, but an upcoming rapper. We'll talk more about you after we get through Snack Alert, of course. But I gotta introduce you to a new snack that I found upcoming for Easter, of course, because that's right around the corner.
Shout out to Easter.
So, new Snack Alert! It's actually gonna be Sour Patch marshmallows. That's what they look like. So, I don't know how I feel about these.
I was gonna say the same thing, honestly.
I love Sour Patch Kids.
I do.
But marshmallows, it's kind of like a Peeps thing, and I'm not a big Peeps.
I'm not one of those people, honestly. No pun intended. I'm not one of those people that like Peeps or marshmallows.
I used to like marshmallows before I figured out what they was.
Yeah.
But the only time you have marshmallows is in Rice Krispie squares, in s'mores.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of on some dessert
marshmallow is not something you hear people say they want as far as a sweet snack.
Little kids though.
Little kids,
kids fuck with.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You open up a big bag of marshmallows, they get the jumbo size. I tear them up a little bit, but they just not my thing.
If I smoke enough, I will fuck up marshmallows. But still, I just can't get out of my head what it is. If you want to know what it is, either look it up yourself or you can DM me, because I'm not going to go through this again. I talked about this so much on the radio.
I don't know if it's Easter is the reason why they're doing that, but Sour Patch Kid might get just bad backlash from this.
You think so?
I think they will. This might sit wrong with a lot of people.
I think we're in a world now where it's no one even cares. It's they're going to try it, pass up, you know what I mean? There's probably some dope things you could do with it if you really think about it. You never know.
You make some s'mores with that.
I don't know with the chocolate though. I don't know about that.
To each his own.
If anybody has any ideas with the Sour Patch marshmallows, let us know. And that's new Snack Alert! Okay, so explain to us and the viewers who you are, what you kind of do.
My name is Walt Dizz. I am a musician, but I'm also just involved in anything that's local, anything that I
Community?
Anything I feel myself caters to what I like, or that caters to somebody being supported. I'm all for it.
And musician, you mean?
I make beats, I rap, I sing, I curate shows for other people and stuff like that. Yeah, I started making beats because I picked up just playing the piano.
Cool.
So I'm trying to learn guitar and stuff now. Yeah.
I feel that. I think the very first song, I played piano randomly. It was I was one of those weird little kids that got that one of those electric keyboards, and then I would make up songs and sing and do all this crazy shit. Thought I was gonna be a star, you know what I mean? And I feel like it takes a special person to learn music without learning music. If you feel what I'm picking up.
Exactly. I'm glad you said it, because honestly, I don't even know how to read notes.
Yeah.
I don't. I play by ear. And I think that's the most important thing. I play how I feel. I play the feeling ooh, this sounds good and it feels good, and I use that.
Do you remember the first song that you either taught yourself how to play?
I honestly don't know. I can't really play other songs. It's just I just create the melodies. I create melodies and stuff like that.
Okay. That's cool. So community, you mean what? What are you involved in?
I'm involved in a lot of the local music scene. I go to a lot of open mics. I perform at a lot of open mics, even though I do shows at venues and whatnot. If I see somebody there at an open mic who doesn't per se know how to take the next step into getting a show or getting booked for a show, I'll let them know hey man, this is all you got to do, or I'll put them on I'll put them on one of the shows I'm doing and stuff like that. Because like I said, I told you I'm not from here. Yeah. And I know how hard it is.
You told me, but tell them, where are you originally from?
I'm from Virginia. Okay. I'm from VA, and that's why I wore this, because I'm a Washington Redskins fan. The name, hey, I hope I don't get no backlash for the name. I'm sorry.
So funny, because I'm wearing my radio.
Oh, see that? And this was not planned at all.
I was like, you know what? I ain't worn this shirt in so long. It's my throwback. So.
There you go. So I came out here just because I was given an opportunity from my roommate, one of my roommates I was living with at the time. I'm just that kind of person. I take chances and spontaneous opportunities. And
so your roommate got a job or something out
here? He had already been out here. Okay. And me and him had stayed in contact since he had left Virginia. And he's like, hey, Walt, man, I think you love Seattle. You should come out here, man. So I was like, fuck it, why not? My lease was up. I had no responsibilities other than to take care of myself. So I said, fuck it, and I packed up and moved out here.
That's really dope. That's really dope. So this is actually perfect because do you listen to Yo Gotti? Is that someone that like?
I fuck with Yo Gotti. Okay.
So recently he actually bought back all of his masters, and I think that's like the dopest, smartest thing that you could do as an artist, right?
It is.
And it costs a lot of money sometimes because those people were the ones that originally bought them from you, whatever that is. So I just think as a upcoming artist for yourself, like what are your plans? Do you plan to have your own record label? Do you plan to, are you trying to get signed?
I really don't.
Do you want to buy your masters back?
Since I produce all my music and everything, I try to own everything I'm doing right now. So like my first and foremost, most important thing to do is own what I'm doing. So I make sure it's like copywritten, I got ASCAP for it and everything like that. I honestly don't want to be like a famous rapper or nothing like that.
So that's not the goal.
No. My goal is just to hopefully people listen to my music, what I got to say, and it impacts their life. And it helps them get through. Because what I talk about is my life experiences, things I've been through, and to show people that no matter what you go through, you can always prosper. Right. And that's what that's my goal.
So it's more like motivational kind of rapping, honestly, in a sense. Yeah. Like that's your goal.
It's some struggle in there. There's some real life facts in there that people wanna it'll resonate in their minds.
Right. Relate to. Now, but you want this to be like your ultimate job, right? Like, do you want to eventually get paid for this though?
I get paid for my shows and everything like that. As far as like a career set into just being music 24/7, no, I don't.
You don't?
I don't. I feel like I've seen a lot of people that I idolize, musicians, when they got to like the next level, everything started to change. The music started to change, because it's you have a bigger audience to play for.
Well, they have a vision of you.
Yeah, and it's mainstream too now.
A lot of time, not you.
Yeah,
and that's how they make people big,
I like being myself. I like being able to stay local and go places and not be mobbed and stuff like that. And I see that you can't do that once you're like a superstar.
Right. Everything changes.
It does.
It completely changes.
And even though I'm over here, my family's back on the East Coast, I don't want to take too much time away from spending time with my family, like seeing my nieces and nephews grow up and stuff like that.
So what is the goal then? I mean, if it's Walt's world, which I think you should really do something with that. Just let me know. What would the perfect life be then?
I honestly, I like the way my life is. I kind of live it the way it comes at me, and I don't want to change anything. If anything's meant to happen, it will. Okay. If it don't, then it don't. I'm not like too set on a bunch of different things. I go with the flow.
I love that. I wish that I had more of that because I definitely don't go with the flow.
But I would wish I was so concrete in certain ideas instead of just always
all over the place.
Yeah, but that's how life is, though.
It totally is. I just, for me, it's so hard to not know like the future, right? Which nobody does. But it's like some people are okay with it. They wake up every day and they're just like, fuck it, right? Like I got hella homies that they don't got debit cards. They don't care. They're not saving for anything. They're just living their life, and whatever comes that night. And if a homie over there calls them, then they're gonna go there. And if they don't, then they'll go figure something else out to do. Like I'm just not that way. And I wish I was just a little more, fuck it. You know what I mean?
I can understand, but I'm only like this because I said, I don't have any responsibilities other than myself.
Yeah.
If I start having like kids and everything, then I'm like, all right, it's time to start putting, shit needs to change. Well, you gotta start 401k. Right. You need to start working on all this stuff.
Aren't you worried about not having that stuff for when you have kids? Like, do you plan to have kids?
I would like to have kids one day. But when I find the woman that I'm with and we start talking about that, that's when I'll take the necessary steps.
But it's so crazy because, like, when you say that, right, my head automatically goes, well, it's too fucking late. Like, you started too fucking late, right? Like,
it's never too late.
You know what I mean? And you're right. You're 100% right about that. But it just, it almost stresses. I'm like one of those people that would be like, I don't feel like doing that. I'm not going to do it, right? Like, fuck it. And then the whole time that I'm waiting to not do something, I'm like, I'm not doing it. I gotta do it. Why am I not doing it? So I was like, if I might as well just fucking do that shit, and then I don't think about it. You know what I mean? But that's like almost being in your own prison sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've seen people. Everybody lives life different. We all go through things differently, and that's just my take on it, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that's great though. That's total. It's different. And it's funny because things that I'm going through in my life right now, like I always believe that everything always happens for reasons.
Exactly, I'm with you on that.
Even if I'm not okay with it.
Exact facts. Talk to him.
But I feel like, things are presented to you when you need them the most. And very so true. Like recently, I've been going through all this different things with being unemployed and like figuring out like what the fuck am I gonna do since I gave 10 years of my life to radio. Like, what am I gonna do? Work for Starbucks tomorrow? Like, I don't think I can do that. You know what I mean? And that's nothing on anyone in Starbucks, but it's just I've lived my certain life a certain way for so long. Like, what else am I supposed to do? And I like working kids, so it's like I continue to have stresses, but like you coming in here and saying what you said, it's like, okay.
Like you said, everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said. I feel like a lot of society, and I don't think maybe our parents, but a lot of people and kids have a lot of things pushed on them that, and we're supposed to live our life this way. We're supposed to have one partner our whole lives, or you know what I mean? And I was one of those people at that point. Like I was thinking, what am I gonna do after high school? Am I gonna go to college? Am I gonna go to the military? Like I didn't know what I wanted to do because I thought I had to do what, you know what I mean, what was expected of me. Like you're supposed to go to college, get a job, get a wife, have kids, da-da. You don't have to do it. Age. You don't have to. Like you said, just because you're unemployed, you don't know what you're gonna do. You could be at the happiest point of your life right now. Yeah. Because you're doing what you want to do. Yeah. You're doing what makes you happy, and I'm doing what makes me happy. And when that doesn't make me happy anymore, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah.
It's just, I think that there comes a time where being really broke and in a really bad situation in your life, where you come to terms with yourself of, okay, even though this makes me happy, this isn't paying bills.
That is very true.
And that's what I think changes characters. Like in my head, I was one of those people that were like, yo, if you have a dream, fucking go for it. Chase it. Now I'm over here, negative Nancy in my head saying like, fuck that, dreams are for rich people. You can't do that shit. You know what I mean? And so I've been watching like The Good Doctor. It's like this crazy show. I don't know. Have you ever heard of it?
I haven't heard of it.
I'm not even really into doctor shows, but this kid has autism and he's a doctor and he's fucking ill.
I've heard about that. Yeah. He's like a teenager or something, right?
No. I think I thought he was a teenager too because he just looks super young. But he's the Bates Motel guy. He's like that creepy looking kid, and he's autistic, and so he goes and he's doing surgeon residency and all this shit, and so there's every episode's like the worst. If you're in a bad place, like don't watch that shit because it's tear jerkers. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there every episode.
Everybody needs to cry every once in a while. I didn't admit it.
It just like I forgot where I was going with that. What was I?
The Good Doctor.
Well, anyways, it's just I just feel like you can't make leaps and bounds. That really bothers me. I hate when I lose track of thought.
That's all good. I think you were trying to. We were talking about how I was saying everything is people sometimes expect you to do things the way that they did it, or
that's what I was gonna say. Is like I was watching The Doctor and The Good Doctor, and I was thinking in my head like I should have became a fucking nurse. Like played it safe, gone to school for something that like automatically just puts you in there. Like I went to school, I got my BA. Like that's first in my family to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it was human development. That's cool, but I can't do shit with that degree to make money if I don't have my master's. And I would love to go back to school, but I ain't got no money to go to get my master's. So it's like ping, ping, ping. Like
it's fucked up.
Every time
you set up for failure as soon as you come out. They don't teach you the necessary things in school to help you become an adult, like a full functioning adult.
I totally think that high school should be where you learn taxes and you learn how to do, because the stressors in life that you're put through as an adult, and say like you didn't have anybody to fall back on or for any advice, like man, like that's why suicide is so high.
It's hard.
You don't know what to do. I mean, you're stuck in a corner. And a lot of time it's like no one has anybody to help them. It's like when I call, I talked about this, I think I talked about this on the first episode, but I called unemployment and they were the most unhelpful people I've ever talked to in my life. And all I could think about was, fuck, this is why everybody's so fucked.
And I tell you, people go through this stuff every day. And you gotta walk around with a smile sometimes. You might have kids at home and you gotta go and put on an act for them.
You're trying to figure out how to feed them because your lights are being turned off. I'm thinking all this stuff too when, like...
Oh yeah. I come from this. I come from all of that. I come from being homeless, from shelters and everything like that. And and I understand where it can go.
Yeah.
I understand. I've been there rock bottom as a kid and didn't know how to deal with it, how to talk to people about that. And I put this all in my music and everything like that. And music was a big part of my life as far as helping me deal with certain things I wasn't able to deal with.
Yeah. And I think that's for a lot of people. It's definitely a vice and therapeutic. And like I'll write poems, or like I used to write songs when I was. If you were to look at some of my songs in high school, you'd be like, "Damn."
And so when I go to these open mics and stuff, and I see people putting these things in these songs, or they putting their all into the music right there, I'm like, yo, I would love to have to put together a show where you can put this out in front of more people, not just an open mic crowd that are just may have stumbled in to get a bite to eat, didn't know somebody was performing, they're not listening. Like that's what I like to do. That's my goal. Help put people on and, you know, just stay local in the community, but just do what I like to do and still keep my sanity. Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Okay, let's switch gears a little bit. You had recently, you came in, you saw Trina, and you were like, oh shit. Like at first, I don't remember what you said, but the moral of the story is he got bit by a pit bull last week?
Yeah, last Tuesday actually.
Oh, so literally like yesterday, a week. Okay.
Yes, we actually had supposed to schedule this podcast that day.
Right.
And we had to reschedule, but lo and behold, they gave us this topic to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this,
funny, but you know what I mean.
It is actually funny because.
So how did it happen?
I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay. So I'm walking up a sidewalk, and the guy, his name is Tom. He's walking the dog down the sidewalk. So we're going opposite ways. Okay. The dog is on the side of the road, not even on the sidewalk side of me. Oh. So he's on the right side of his owner. Okay. And I'm walking up and I make the comment, hey man, you have a beautiful dog, as I say when I see a good looking dog. Yeah. I love animals, I'm an animal person. He goes, thanks, but he's not a nice dog. Oh. And as soon as he says that, the dog comes around him and around me and bites me on the back of my damn thigh. No. It was I've never been like fully bit on by a dog when I wasn't like, you know, anticipating it or wasn't ready for it. So it shocked me. I had on Carhartts and like sweatpants underneath the Carhartts, and it went through both of them.
How bad was the puncture?
Oh, it was a nice little puncture. I had to go to the ER and they basically irrigated it. Okay. I want antibiotics, but yeah.
Damn, that makes me really sad because I'm a big pit bull advocate, obviously.
I was aware of that. As soon as it happened, I was like, oh, this is going to suck to tell Jenna this story, knowing she has a pit.
It makes me really sad because he should muzzle the dog then. You know, that's what gives pit bulls a bad name. And people don't get that, you know. They are such the nice, that's all I've ever had my entire life for pit bulls.
Me too. Let me just put that out there. I've had at least 4 pit bulls. Yeah. 4.
So it must have been almost heartbreaking for you. Not because you got bit, but because you're like, damn, bro,
that's what I said. The fucking problem. That's what I said. I was like, come on, man. Are you serious? Yeah. After you tell me you don't have a nice dog.
I know. Keep walk on the other side of the street. Do everything you need to do.
Or like you had just said, muzzle him.
You have to do that. People know when they have aggressive dogs, and the dog might be okay with you. But if the dog is aggressive, like muzzle your dog, or you're going to get your dog taken away and it's going to be put to sleep, or it's going to get in a bad situation and you're going to injure somebody that doesn't deserve to be injured, and you're going to make them a non-believer.
Exactly. I don't look at dogs different, but ever since then, I'm not so quick to approach him. No, I'm not so quick to put a hand out or say, oh, hey, pup. Yeah. I don't do it no more.
And I'm not even the person either. Like, I always ask if I can pet your dog. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I won't even. I'll just walk by. Like, I'm one of those people that when you walk by a person and a dog, I like say hi to the dog, but like not the person. Yeah. I'm like, hey, how
being in Seattle, like, you know dogs are basically like people out here. They're literally
everywhere.
You see them in restaurants, on the bus, all over the place. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't thinking anything of it like that. To come here and get bit. I'm a little mad up here in Seattle. I got bit by a pit bull.
You're like, damn.
Like, this should have happened back in Virginia. Like, what the hell?
No aggressive pit bulls here.
So I let the guy know, though, I wasn't going to try to pursue any charges on his dog because, like I said, I love animals and I don't want to see a dog get put down for it. Just being a dog, you know.
Well, it's an animal at the end of the day. But you don't know what that dog's been through. So I love that you did that. Yeah. But I hope you did say put a fucking muzzle on it.
I let him know, and you know, he had to come up with a couple dollars for the bills and everything like that. So just let him know I was compensated. I ain't going to get bit in the ass and not get compensated. But I let him know, like, next time, man, just muzzle dog, because maybe this won't be a grown man that got bit. A kid. That's what I told him. My girlfriend has a child. I'm like, what if It was her son. She was only 4 years old, and the dog bit me on my leg. That'll been up in the face somewhere. So it sucks. You have a nice pet. Let me put that out there. Her dog is amazing, y'all. She has the nicest damn dog. Oh, she's so sweet.
I actually got bit by a golden retriever when I was 8 years old.
Airbud.
Yeah, and I got mauled like in back of both my legs. Ooh. I got 8 bites in the back of both my legs on my 8th birthday. I spent my entire birthday laying on my stomach because I couldn't lay on my back because all in the back of my legs was just chewed up.
What is it with the legs?
I don't know.
Trying to take you down. That's why I think the pit was trying to take me down.
But it was a crazy story because I was at like this. It was like this. My stepdad, he did speedway, and like he was a motorcycle rider, like super good. So he did like supercross type of things, and so we would go camping, and he would go and like compete.
Yeah, I understand.
And I would stay with my mom or whatever and play in the dirt.
At the trailer.
Something,
I'm right there with you.
And so there was a dog underneath a car, and it was a puppy golden retriever. Could have been like maybe a year old or so. And so I'm playing with it, and it's a hot day. And I'm giving it water, and it's just like me and this dog are just with each other all fucking day, right? And he's chained up. And so my mom, she goes to a porta potty that's like right in the front, and I start to walk away. And as I'm walking away, the dog runs from underneath the car, pins me against the porta potty, and starts chewing the back of my legs. Ooh. And I'm screaming, bloody murder. So a dude runs over, kicks the dog off of me. My mom takes me. My legs are full of blood trickling down. I'm screaming because I'm like such an animal person. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
How is that possible?
And so that's I realized, but I come to find out like this dog never had any type of aggression before, but I don't think it wanted me to leave because it was scared. It was hella noises around.
It's under a car. It's under a car first.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like, in campsites, like you don't know someone over here, but like you go over and like
y'all talk and everything.
I'm a little kid. I'm 8 years old, so I'm just like fucking around, moving and whatever. So it was a crazy experience, and I had dogs at home, but I knew even at like a really young age that dog was irritated. And when dogs are irritated, you don't have to be an aggressive dog for it to attack you.
Very true.
They can't speak. How are they supposed to tell you to get the fuck away from me? Or how are they supposed to tell you, I'm scared or whatever it is? When Trina, she gets along with everybody and mostly everything. Not cats. She hates fucking cats and birds, like things like that. But
you can't like everything.
No. But, for kids, she loves kids. And sometimes they're rough on her. When she was a puppy and when she was like in her teenage stage, she was fine. But as she's gotten older, she doesn't like to be hassled. Yeah. And that's just what happens to older people. Yeah. It's the same shit, right? Yeah. So as her owner, when she's done with playing and when she's scared, when she doesn't want to be touched, she comes by me and she warns me. Now, I see dogs do this to their owner all the time, and owners do not pay a fucking attention. So if your dog bites a kid, bites somebody else, you might want to know the facts if your dog's never been aggressive before. There's all these stories in the news articles, this pit bull attacked their whole family and killed this. Signs. And you know what? I don't know every story. I don't know what's true, what's not true, but I know that say you took that family pit bull and once you had a kid, you locked it outside and never talked to it again and chained it up. How the fuck would you react?
I'd be mad too. I'd be ready to bite somebody.
And then they let you in the house and they try to kick you out again. What are you going to do? Animals, that's how they communicate.
That is very true.
And if you are not listening to them communicating non-aggressively, then they will get aggressive. And that's just a good rule of thumb to know. If a dog seems weird, I'm not going to put my face to it. If a dog seems uncomfortable, I'm going to tell, hey, can you have your kid, like, just leave Trina alone for a little bit? I've had to tell people that because they don't know how to train their kids. Like Trina's running away from your child.
And some people just can't say no. Like, it's okay to say no. My dog has had enough today. You can't pet him. I'm sorry, but it's for the best.
That's all it is. So it's just, I appreciate that you didn't take that and was like, oh man, I can't fuck with pit bulls. And I wouldn't even blame you if you did.
No, not at all. And I have all right to feel that way, but I'm not going to feel that way. Yeah. Like that dog that was just probably just a bad dog.
Yeah.
Maybe he had been through some stuff where the owner wasn't treating it right, because he came out and said it wasn't a nice dog. But
did the owner did he look crazy? Did he look
no,
like
he didn't even look
like does he look like he beats the dog?
No, not to my knowledge at all, but that dog is probably just not getting the right love.
That, or you don't know if it's adopted or what.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know the backstory, but I just hope the dog doesn't bite anybody else.
We hope the dog gets help.
I do.
God. Well, I'm happy you're okay. It was just
A
little bite. You know, my dog's not friendly. Rah!
Yeah,
like what the fuck? I would have been so bad.
I was more bad, like, come on, right after he said it, like, hey, he's not friendly, boom. It was like, it was on cue, like, hey, bite somebody when I say friendly.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. That's like the opposite of Trina. I have to tell her, you cannot be friendly to everybody, Trina. Like, anytime I say something to someone, she's like, oh, they're friends? Let's go say
What if somebody comes in with a ski mask?
That's what I'm saying.
Lick them at the feet.
God damn it, Trina. We always joke about, like, Trina would, like, if I leave her in the car for, like, kind of a long period of time, say I go to Walgreens or, like, Safeway real quick and have to pick up groceries and I come back, I'm always like, I would be so devastated if someone stole my dog, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was always thinking, like, a couple people have said to me, like, she would never go, like, she would know. I'm like, fuck no, she wouldn't. She'd be like, oh, you cool with my mom? Oh, we're gonna come back? Like, can I go? Okay, cool. I'll
have a treat, follow right to the damn van.
You know, and then she'd be super depressed, like, what the fuck did I do? But she would get herself into some fucking problems. I just know it.
That'd be a good movie.
It would be such a good movie.
That'd be a good movie.
Fucking Trina. Okay, so let's talk about real quick your events. Do you have any events coming up? Are you doing any events?
I'm in the middle of trying to get the permits to do like a I Am Local Music Festival.
Cool.
Because I did like a little tour thing earlier this year. No, it was last year. Where I just hit a couple of spots that I've performed open mics at and I've done shows, but I booked every show and I booked them a couple of days after each other. So it's like somebody can see me this day, they can see me the next day.
Okay. Cool.
I try to make things happen. That's all it takes. I try to tell people it doesn't take anything to get a show booked or to get a show. Like, you just have to reach out to people.
Right.
To show them that you're willing to put in the work to get things done.
Exactly. Okay. I love that. Okay, so I have some outro questions. All right, we're gonna get to it. First thing you do when you wake up?
Brush my teeth and wash my face.
Okay. Favorite cereal?
Ooh, damn. I feel I'm gonna sound old as hell over this, but Honey Bunches of Oats.
Have you seen that they have a new frosted version?
Yes.
I actually really love weird cereal like that too. Like, I'll crave cereal like that, or like Raisin Bran, like the Crunch. For some reason, I'm like, fuck it. I just feel like some Raisin Bran with Crunch today.
Ain't nothing wrong with a bowl of cereal any time of the day.
There's really not. It's endless. God, I love cereal so much.
I do too.
One thing someone would be really surprised to know about you.
Damn. I do not like watermelon.
Oh, you don't like watermelon at all?
I don't like watermelon at all. I hate it.
Why? The texture, the taste?
It's just the taste. And it might just be because everybody hypes it up. I've had it all my life at cookouts.
Okay. I just want to make sure you didn't get like one
Nah. It's just not for me. It's just not for me.
When's the last time you tried it?
Maybe more than 5 years.
Bro, you gotta try it again because your body changes like every
I know.
I fucking hated onions and now I can't get enough of them.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that one.
So
I might
you do that.
I might dabble back on the watermelon train,
just try it for one time, man. And then for people who do like watermelon, I got two things for you. You can try it with some tahini and some lemon, okay? Or just tahini if you want, or just lemon. And then the other one, cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Try fucking cinnamon on some watermelon and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? This is weird, but it's so good.
All right. I'm gonna try some watermelon either with the cinnamon or with the tahini and lemon, and I'm gonna get back at you to let you know.
Okay, so first, okay.
I can't, oh my God, just even thinking about trying watermelon, I despise it so much.
Yes, how can you hate watermelon? It's so weird.
Everybody loves it. I think maybe because everybody likes it so much, I just don't like it.
I don't like watermelon when it's overly like ripe and like smushy. That's when it's fucked up. But that's like it with all fruit. Like, I hate apples that are smushy. I like them really I like Honeycrisp apples.
I like a nice apple that give me that.
Yeah. But not like where it has the film on it.
Oh, no.
So, you just gotta try some really good watermelon. There's like yellow watermelon.
There's all different kinds.
I'm definitely gonna make this my goal. I'm like, what?
Try to get me back to the watermelon,
what about like honeydew, cantaloupe?
I love all other fruits. I just don't do the watermelon.
Wow.
I just don't like it. It's just
Okay.
it's different from every other fruit though. There's no fruit kind of like watermelon. Honestly, the texture, there's nothing like that.
Yeah. I guess so.
It's the only one. Like you can like go like that between your fingers and it just become nothing. It's basically.
That's why.
That's not the main reason. You know, that's not the.
It's mostly water. Anyways, proudest moment.
I come in here.
Really?
Coming to Seattle, yes. Honestly, for me to just pack up and.
I actually thought he meant like coming here.
Oh,
Wow.
But this is my first podcast interview or first interview, so yeah, this too. But coming to Seattle as a whole.
Yeah, that's
coming
cool.
to Seattle
You're
as
making
a
that
whole.
big leap.
Yes.
That's really dope, and having it actually work out too.
Yeah, I've been here 2 years in April, so.
And not planning on leaving.
I'm not planning on leaving.
That's dope.
Unless I get an opportunity.
Right.
Then hey, like I said, you never know.
But if it's up to you, you'd rather stay here.
I want to stay here.
That's cool. Favorite thing to cook?
Ooh, there's so many. I'm a salmon cakes.
Really?
Yes.
Do you cook?
I love cooking. Yes.
Do you like to watch chef shows?
Oh, Top Chef.
I
I grew up watching Rachel Ray, 30-minute meals.
I don't do Rachel Ray. She kind of fucking annoys me.
I love Rachel. Yeah, she's a pit person too.
I know, but just she's always like like white girl aggressive. It's just really too much for me.
I watched her cooking show a lot growing up. I also like watching.
But I think she's a good cook.
Yeah. It's not
we've been on me and my boyfriend because he just got knee surgery, right? So we've been on just like shows like Hell's Kitchen.
Shout out to Gordon Ramsay. I love Hell's Kitchen. Kitchen Nightmares
so
too.
Funny.
I like.
And then Top Chef, and then Iron Chef, and then Bobby Flay, and all that shit. We love that shit. I love to cook too.
I love anything about food.
I just am not like I'm a vegan first of all now, and then on top of that, I'm always trying to like stay in like tip top shape or try to get to as much tip top shape as I can stay in. So it makes it really fucking hard to be like I feel like cooking, lamb with chimichurri sauce and mashed potatoes. Like fuck.
I fuck that
good.
up. I'd fuck that up right now.
And so sometimes I'll make like some meat for him if he feels like it, and I'll make like salmon and a whole bunch of different shit.
I'd love to break you off with my salmon cake recipe.
I got you.
I'm gonna send you that salmon cake recipe from scratch.
Dope. I appreciate you. And do you like mashed cauliflower?
Oh, I love cauliflower.
Okay, so this mashed cauliflower, you'll want it over mashed potatoes. It's so fucking good. So I'll hook you up with that recipe.
You're gonna swap.
I got you. Most hated house chore.
Damn, that's a good question because there's so many. There's so many. I ain't gonna say dishes because I like washing dishes. That's not that bad, honestly. Trash.
Taking out the trash?
Yeah, the trash. Like, hey, having like sometimes be overflow, you gotta smush it down,
and you gotta take them back.
And out here, I'm not used to the whole with like 3 different bins and shit, like the recycle, the yard waste, the regular trash. I'm like,
that's so
it's
funny.
all going one goddamn trash bin where I'm from.
When I first moved out here, I was so stressed off of compost.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what the fuck.
That's what I'm
like,
talking
I got
about.
fruit flies. What the fuck is going on? I was so mad. Like, what the fuck? Like, and I totally love the movement, but I'm like, fuck, man. If I go to Whole Foods, I'm like,
for real.
I think this one's green.
Man, they be killing me with that shit.
And then I look at the trash like, well, what did everybody else do?
I thought the only one. I be looking at the jump before trying to see which one I throw there before nobody noticed.
Compostable? I don't know.
It's a napkin. It's going to degrade sooner or later.
Like, and then here's like the kicker too. Like I think it's so funny because where I used to work, there would be a janitor, right? And then there'd be like 3 different trash cans. And then you just see the janitor throw all that shit in one
trash can.
And I'm like, well, what the fuck was that for? So stupid.
He's supposed to be the sanitation expert.
That's what I'm saying. So then I was like, well, fuck it. I guess I just gotta get it in the trash. That's the main goal.
Yep, it is what it is.
So let people know where to find you, how to holler at you. If they're a rapper, are you interested in people hitting you up and saying like, hey, help me out?
Hell yeah. Okay. I make beats. I'll give the beats to people that need them. I have hours worth of them. So I'm always down to work with people. You can find me on Instagram at Young Dizzy with 4 Z's because people be sleeping on me. on Facebook at Walt Dizz, on YouTube at Walt Dizz, and I'm not really on Twitter and Snapchat that much.
Okay. And one last question. Sorry, I forgot. I just added this actually today. Sour candy or chocolate?
Ooh, I'm going with sour candy. I'm a Warhead kid.
I'm a fucking sour candy.
Back to the Warheads. crybabies.
Ah, so good. Twin snakes. I love twin snakes.
I never had twin snakes.
It's Haribo or Haribo.
Oh, Haribo? Yeah. Haribo. Teachers don't know the way they pronounce it.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Whatever. But yeah, the twin snakes, there's like one sweet, one sour.
Okay.
Fucking fire.
I've been loving how they do that shit nowadays.
That's so good.
I was gonna ask you, it's not a new snack alert, but it's KFC sandwich. Did you hear about it?
Oh, I did.
With a donut?
I did. I actually talked about this I think it was a couple months ago, because they were talking about it.
How do you feel about this?
I don't people think I'm crazy. I'm not a big donut fan. I'm just not a big donut fan.
I can understand that.
There are times where I'm like, I feel like a fucking donut, but it's very, very rare.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it's like filled. It's like some fat kid shit, for real. You know what I mean?
Hey, but berry and cream.
But sweet and savory things, I like them eating. I'm a weirdo though, okay, when it comes to some food. I like eating like chicken and waffles. I'll eat the chicken and then I'll eat the waffles.
Oh, separate.
But I don't want the chicken on my waffles, cause
I can understand that.
That's all it is. But I can eat like a bite and then a bite and a bite and a bite.
Oh, yeah.
But like I just don't want them together.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So like for me, the donut and the chicken sounds like a mess, first of all, on my hands, and then it just sounds too much like stomach ache.
I'm not vegan, and I like donuts. They're okay. I'm not even a fan of it. And I like KFC too, but they're just doing too much. I feel like some of these people like restaurants or a lot of things do too much to try to keep up with the competition.
Yeah.
But it's okay to just be your own. You ain't gotta release something just because they released that sandwich that's crushing.
It's so funny though, because like you say that and I believe what you say because I say the same shit, but it's not the world we live in.
Exactly.
And so you feel pressured always to do everything all the time. You know what I mean? And so that's all these companies like, they sell out because they don't know what else to do. And Popeye sandwich is not that crazy good.
I haven't even had it yet.
It's really not. Like,
it's just a regular chicken sandwich. It's just chicken people.
That's what I keep on saying. Like, it's a chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been going to Wendy's before I was vegan for years and getting a fucking chicken sandwich.
And the chicken from McDonald's is still bust. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The only thing I've been impressed with recently is Arby's. Arby's has like this new fish fillet sandwich, which I've seen on commercial. I've never thought for one time in my life that Arby's sounded good until I saw.
I'm glad you said it because I was going like, I've never rocked with Arby's.
I've never had a sandwich from Arby's.
The curly fries even be off sometimes.
Oh, I've never even had their fries. The roast beef on shit sounds fucking gross to me, and it just looks bad. So, sorry Arby's, I can't do you. But the fish fillet was the first time where I was like, that looks alright.
You gotta stroke the chin on that.
I still won't eat that shit, but that looks alright. Instead of me being like, damn, that looks gross. So, okay, well, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
And say your Instagram one more time.
Young Dizzy with 4 Z's. DIZZZZY.
And he'll be right up here too, so, lower third. You can always find me on Instagram at JAllDay87. And thanks for stopping by. Oh, you were supposed to give me a,
my weed.
No.
I was about to say.
The jingle.
Oh, yeah, I'm still working on that. The guy who's making producing the beat, he's been busy doing everything he does too, but I'm working on that, and I know you're gonna like it. I'm
excited for that. Yeah, he's gonna give me some kind of like little jingle for my podcast, and it's gonna be really hard because you only got like 10 seconds, 20 seconds at most.
I'm gonna make it do what it do.
Yeah, that's exciting though. All right, well, you can always hit me up like I said on Instagram, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.